Hello friends, today we'll study about solutions, types of solutions and expressing the concentration of solutions. Now what are solutions? Solutions are homogeneous mixtures of two or more than two compounds. What are homogeneous mixtures? Homogeneous mixtures are those where the composition and properties are uniform throughout that mixture, right? Now, there are two types of components in solutions. First is solvent. Solvent is that component which is present in large amount, and solute. Solute is that component which is present in less amount. Now solute can be one, two or more than that. Now, what are the types of solutions? There are three types. First is gaseous, second is liquid and third is solid solution. So first is gaseous solution. Gaseous solution means when the solvent is gas. The solute can be gas, liquid or solid. Example of gas in gas solution is when there is a gas mixed in another gas, like carbon dioxide gas is mixed with oxygen gas or oxygen gas mixed with nitrogen gas, right? Now liquid in gas solution. Here the solute is in liquid form and solvent is in gaseous form. For example, chloroform. Chloroform is a liquid. It is mixed with nitrogen gas. Next is solid in gas. Here the solute is in solid form and the solvent is in gas form. Example, camphor, which is solid, is mixed with nitrogen gas. Now the second type is liquid solutions. Here the solvent is liquid, but the solute can be gas, liquid or solid. Example of gas in liquid is oxygen dissolved in water. Oxygen is a gas and water is a liquid. Now, you must have seen the aquatic life. Uh, they live because of this dissolved oxygen. They respire this dissolved oxygen, right? Now, next is liquid in liquid solution. Most of the solutions are of this form, liquid in liquid, like methanol mixed with water or ethanol mixed with water or mixture of ethanol and methanol. Next is solid in liquid solution. Here the solute is in solid form and solvent is in liquid form. Example, any salt or any sugar dissolved in water, like fructose in water or glucose in water, or any salt like sodium chloride in water. These are the example of solid in liquid solutions. The third type is solid solutions. Here the solvent is solid, but the solute can be gas, liquid or solid. Example of gas in solid solution is hydrogen and palladium. The hydrogen is gas and palladium is in solid form. Next is liquid in solid solution. Here the liquid is mercury. Mercury is in liquid form and solid is sodium, and their mixture is called as amalgam. Next is solid in solid solution. Example of this is copper mixed with gold or any other metal mixed with gold. So most the alloys are of this type of solution, solid in solid. Next, expressing the concentration of solutions. Now solutions can be qualitatively expressed like dilute or concentrated. In dilute, the solute is present in very less quantity, relatively less quantity than the solvent, and in concentrated solution, the quantity of solute is relatively very large. So that was about quality. But quantitatively expression of solution is done by these units like mass percentage. which is also represented by W by W. The formula for calculating the mass percentage of component is mass of component in solution upon total mass of solution, multiply by 100. For example, if 20% fructose is given in water by mass, it means 20 gram of fructose is dissolved in 80 grams of water to make the total mass of solution as 100 grams, right? Next is volume percentage. Volume percentage is also represented by V by V. Volume percentage of component is equals to volume of that component upon total mass of solution into 100. Example, 20% of methanol solution in water by volume is given. It means 20 ml of methanol is dissolved in water to make the total volume of solution as 100 ml, right? So basically all the liquid, the solutions are usually liquid solutions, right? And they are represented by this unit, volume percentage. Also, a very famous example of this is ethylene glycol. 35% weight by volume percentage of ethylene glycol is an antifreeze which is used in cars for cooling the engine, right? Now, third expression of concentration is mass by volume percentage. It is denoted by W by V. Now, mass by volume percentage is the mass of solute dissolved in 100 ml of solution. It is commonly used in pharmacy and medicine. So, whatever the mass of that drug or solute is given in 100 ml of solution, it is the mass by volume percentage. Now, next is parts per million. Parts per million is used when the solute is present in very trace amount, very less amount. The formula for calculating parts per million is the number of parts of component upon total number of parts of all the components of solution multiplied by 10 raised to 6. So when the example for this is when we use parts per million, when the we have to find the concentration of pollutants in water or atmosphere, then this is expressed in ppm. ppm is also called as microgram per ml. Now next is mole fraction. It is also a way of expressing concentration. Mole fraction of any component is equals to number of moles of that component upon total number of all components of solution. For example, in a binary mixture means having two components, just like just like component A and component B. Now this symbol, this X-like symbol is of mole fraction and it is called as chi. So for a binary mixture, the mole fraction of A component is equals to number of moles of A divided by number of moles of A plus number of moles of B. Also, the sum of mole fraction of component A and B is equals to 1. This is the rule. The sum of mole fraction of all the components is always 1. Now we'll see some problems related to these quantities. For example, we have to find the mole fraction of ethylene glycol in solution containing 20% of ethylene glycol by mass. So we know 20% of ethylene glycol mass by mass means 20 gram of ethylene glycol is present in 80 grams of water to make the total mass of the solution as 100. So, moles of ethylene glycol, the C2H6O2 is the formula for ethylene glycol. So moles of ethylene glycol is equals to mass of ethylene glycol upon molar mass of ethylene glycol. So it will come out to be 0.322 mole. Moles of water will be mass of water upon molar mass of water. So it will come out to be 4.44 mole. Now it's very simple now. We can calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. It is equals to moles of ethylene glycol upon moles of ethylene glycol plus moles of water. Now we know both the moles of ethylene glycol as well as of water. We'll put these in formula and we'll get the mole fraction of ethylene glycol as 0.068. Now we can also calculate the mole fraction of water. How? Simply subtract the mole fraction of ethylene glycol by 1. So 1 minus 0.068 will give 0.932. Now, if there is a question that calculate the mass percentage of benzene if 22 gram of benzene is dissolved in 122 gram of carbon tetrachloride. So total mass of the solution will be mass of benzene that is 22 gram and plus mass of CCl4 that is 122 gram. So it will come out to be 144 gram. Now mass percentage of benzene will be calculated as mass of benzene divided by total mass of solution multiplied by 100. So it will come out to be 15.28%. So it is very easy. We know the total mass, we know the mass of benzene, and we can calculate the mass percentage of benzene. Now, if in the same question we have to calculate the mass percentage of CCl4, so what will we do? We have calculated total mass of solution. Now we'll put in the formula of mass percentage of CCl4, that is mass of CCl4 divided by total mass of solution multiplied by 100, and we'll get the mass percentage of CCl4 also. So it is very easy to calculate these mass percentage, volume percentage, mole fraction directly from the formula. For example, if we have to calculate the mole fraction of benzene in solution having 30% by mass on in CCl4. So 30% by mass is, that means 30 grams of benzene is given in 70 grams of CCl4. So moles of benzene will be mass of benzene divided by molar mass of benzene, and moles of CCl4 will be mass of CCl4 upon molar mass of CCl4, and we'll get the moles of benzene and moles of CCl4. Now mole fraction can be easily calculated, that is equals to moles of benzene divided by moles of benzene plus moles of CCl4, and that will come out to be 0.458. So now you can easily solve the mole fraction of CCl4 also. Simply subtract it from 1. So I hope you understood all the topic. Thank you.